Hey, how's it going, everyone? First, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has recently subscribed, especially from Dr. Wimes's Facebook group and also Steve's Facebook group as well, too. I ended up posting this video yesterday, how I reversed PKD1, episode 1, the start of education. This is episode 2. We're going to be talking about Bloodwork that I got. In my opinion, I really feel that you should really be tracking, and also talk about some stuff that I wish I ended up doing right off the bat when I started doing this dietary treatment plan last year, that I was just really unaware about. Because someone with PKD, your typical doctor, typical dietitian is not going to be well trained in this area. You're going to be looked at as chronic kidney disease. And once again, we do not have chronic kidney disease. Yes, PKD does turn into CKD, but we are not born with impaired function. It's very big difference and misunderstanding. So this is going to be the premise of this video. If I were to paste my video in any other Facebook group, I would have been banned, removed automatically. So I appreciate everyone from Steve's group and also Dr. Wimes's group as well. This channel, like I said, is going to be very much dedicated to PKD. Don't get discouraged by the name. Obviously, I'm a carnivore, and that's what works for me. But I started doing this as a straight ketogenic diet. Made a lot of mistakes along the way. I was eating a lot of very unhealthy snacks, which we'll get to in later episodes. But I'm a very big advocator of you learning your body and seeing what works for you. People ask me a lot, how much protein do I eat every day? My protein that I eat every day, along with my fat intake, is personalized to me and my activity level. I have found out that my body operates very greatly in the animal kingdom. If I move outside of the animal kingdom and primarily like go full on vegetarian, that's my it doesn't do well for me. You know, you could be different. See what works for you. The name of the game is ketosis. There's more than one way to do ketosis. If anyone ever tries to sway you in one direction, you really got to see what works best for you. But myself, along with quite a few people, we have seen a lot of phenomenal results by being very close to the animal kingdom. Definitely not being scared of a piece of ribeye steak. Let me just say that. But okay, episode 2, I really want to talk about Bloodwork. This playlist is going to be in the description, and it's going to be filled with videos as I increase them over the coming days and also coming weeks. I want to go ahead and pretty much be done with this little mini series maybe in like a month or two. I have a lot of videos to upload. I also added my case report, Improving Polycystic Kidney Disease with Keto Nutrition, Keto Citra. This playlist as well is also down below. It's a playlist on my main YouTube channel, which is not a nutrition channel, it's a gaming channel. But I have so much information, all my blood work over 17 months, 19 months, my blood work, my images are here. A lot of great interviews that I did, and a tremendous amount of data. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to go ahead and talk about blood work here, and some stuff that you should really consider getting done if you are going to be embarking on this journey of yours. It is a self-healing journey. It is unreal about how much you're going to be detoxing from your body. I personally consider sugar to be a substance, because if you go ahead and eat a large amount for X amount of months, X amount of years, you're going to be experiencing withdrawals when you detox your body, and that is pretty much a substance, in my opinion. It's a non-intoxicating substance, but is it really non-intoxicating if you really think about it? I mean, if you see what happens inside your body, you'll probably say otherwise. Okay, so straight off the bat, let's say that you want to enroll into the Renew program, or maybe you just want to do this on your own for a little bit. Okay. you talk to your doctors. If you're working with a dietitian, you talk to your dietitian. Um, the first thing straight off the bat is to really see where you stand with kind of just simple blood work and urinalysis, a typical renal panel, a kidney panel. Something that I forgot to add in here is a cystatin C, if your doctor will do it. Unfortunately, I never had a cystatin C done straight off the bat. Also, some of these as well too. But straight off the bat, your doctor is probably going to have you do a simple renal panel and urinalysis as well too. Very inexpensive at your typical doctor's office. And if you have a type of kidney disease, you rate by your insurance this type of blood work. If your doctor ever says like, hey, you don't rate something, feel free to be extremely vocal. Because a lot of these tests here, your doctor may or may not think it's worth to run. And sometimes you gotta kind of really push the lever a little bit and say, hey, you do understand that I have a kidney disease that can cause my organs to grow and can kill me. I need these tests to be ran. I am embarking on a dietary management program. So therefore, I need these tests to be ran right now. Plain and simple. So a renal, a blood test, urine, your doctor is probably more than likely not going to fight you. If you can get a cystatin C, I have a combined EGFR with a cystatin C. I've talked to my renal doctor, my kidney doctor. He really is a fan of using it. After researching a little bit, I'm actually a good fan of it as well too. It's basically just a combination of your EGFR combined with a cystatin C to give you a little bit of a better sonar about your overall kidney function. Iron, complete blood count, that should be pretty standard for your doctor. Your cholesterol, your lipid panel, pretty standard. Blood uric acid level is one that may be typically missed if you're dealing with a primary care doctor that may not be knowledgeable in the kidney realm. Here is one that you have to fight for. Insulin. I'm going to make a whole video just talking about insulin. Insulin is very important, okay? My primary care doctor didn't see the need to measure my insulin level. I ended up, where is it on the screen? Right here. So I ended up getting my insulin level checked after I did carnivore. 0 total carb for 5 months. That's when my kidneys went from 16, 15 centimeters to 12 centimeters. They literally just deflated. I don't know what my insulin level was at the beginning of this, and I wish I knew. I had to pay out of pocket. Very inexpensive. It was like $50. I'm going to be making another video too as a guide on how much money you can be saving by doing a keto carnivore lifestyle. People think that it's very expensive. No, I have saved a lot of money over the course of almost 2 years now. A lot of money. This is anyone can do this, but if you're going to be eating filet mignons and ribeyes every night, that can rack up your food bill significantly, especially as a carnivore guru. But I never knew what my insulin level was. My insulin is super suppressed. C-peptide is an enzyme that gets released when you eat sugar. Obviously, no dietary sugar for carnivore. Insulin gets obliterated. I really feel that my insulin level being obliterated was a contributing factor to why these things basically pretty much just like kind of fell off a cliff with total kidney volume. Insulin in PKD is significantly relevant. If your doctor will not run an insulin test and you're kind of like pinching some pennies, push these articles, push these case studies on them, okay? You gotta fight for yourself, and you gotta make it well known to your doctor, like, hey, my insulin level matters, okay? Minerals. I ended up getting my minerals done actually when I was doing carnivore. It is a couple $100 if your insurance can go ahead and cover them. More power to you. To be honest, I'm kind of really happy that I got my minerals tested with all my B vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, D, E, and K as I was doing carnivore, because it kind of really showed me what the low carb lifestyle was doing for me. So my minerals, I'm not really too like worried about per se that I did not get it done at the start, but I wish I had got my insulin level done at the start. That's one thing. Of course, potassium, calcium, your essential minerals, sodium, those are included in the liver, renal, typical like blood panel. But I'm talking about a further like mineral test and stuff. Anything else you're tracking, it would be very wise for you to get, blood tested. Gene test, you got to push for this. Okay, I didn't start pushing for this gene test until April of this year after my second MRI. You got to start pushing. I am PKD1 tunicating, whatever it's called, the worst type of PKD1. I am a carrier to ARPKD. If I ever have kids, this one is like a child killer, essentially. Children and teenagers, they can go into renal failure with this variant. So it's a kick in the chest for me. It really is. It sucks, but at least I'm aware of it, and at least I know. You have to know what variant that you have, and your insurance should cover it. Lastly, images. So many people get this wrong. I had an MRI in May, and right then and there I started. I also had an ultrasound done in July of 2023. My ultrasound, same place, same location, July of 23. My kidneys were 11.8, 13.8 centimeters. My MRI, they were 14 and 16 in May. December, after 4.5 straight months of keto, my progression stopped. 16.1 centimeters, 14.2 centimeters on the ultrasound, and my MRI this year in April, 15 and 14, and both my kidneys started to shrink. Now my ultrasound is showing 12 centimeters for both of them. Do I believe they're exactly 12 centimeters? No. But my images confirmed by my doctors are shockingly, they are smaller. I mean, if they're 12.5, 13 centimeters, I don't care. That's a win-win chicken dinner. They're not growing. They have reversed in size. You need images. Images are going to be your motivation. You have to get blood work before you start doing something, and you have to get blood work after to see what it's doing to your body. Use your images as motivation. Keep it simple. January of 2026, you want to start doing this, just a basic ketogenic diet from the American Standard Diet. Get your blood work, be consistent, get your images, a ultrasound minimum at the same place. You got to do all this. I got to make a follow-on video here of some stuff that can sway your blood work, but your images, let's say your kidneys in January are 15 and 15 centimeters. Well, you do a ketogenic diet consistently, no cheat days, for 4 months. You get new images, you get new blood work. Your blood work has improved, and your images now are showing that one of your kidneys are maybe shrinking a little bit, or maybe your progression has halted. Motivation. Use your images and use your progress as motivation. That is why it is very important. A lot of people, they don't do this. They just start doing this just to see how, and they're like, oh, well, I feel good, but it's, no. When you have the motivation, you will fight for yourself harder, and you will keep doing stuff that's going to better your health and better your body. Really going to wrap this video up here, trying to keep it under 15 minutes. Next video, talking more about blood work a little bit, so stay tuned. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing. Have a great day, and see you on the next one.